Sup everyone, it's me, Mega Gamer Mega, back with another video of a message to you old BCW players. Now, before I get started with this video, I have three things to say. First thing I have to say, subscribe to iOS Legend YT. He makes videos on the old version 2 now because he got Cydia, download app admin, and then downgrade. It's easy. If you want to know how to do that, I'll tell you later on during this video. Second thing, as you may notice, my name is colorful. I have like 5 different color codes, 6, because my typing is red in this video, but when I make the next video, you see my typing will be pink, but my name will still be the same. So I have like 6 different color codes in my name. That's just a hack, guys. The next thing is, no, not 3 things, 4 things. The third thing is that I also learned how to downgrade my guns. It works in the latest version too. An easy way to troll people. And the fourth and last thing, Block City Wars President, if you're watching this video, stop going to the latest version as me and trying to rep pros. Because I see I be watching my brother's account and you be joining his server and I be seeing you be getting wrecked by them and everyone's thinking that I'm a laughing stock. When people be like, oh snap, I heard people telling stories about Team Lava being really strong. Now there he is. Oh wow, he's easier than I expected. Now that I killed him. Yo, this guy is weak. No guys, that wasn't me. I can play way much better than he is. The funny part is that he has an iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 aim of Block City Wars is not as broken. My device is like 3 years old and it's cracked and the aim is broken. And he plays terrible. So please do not think that's me. That's obviously him. Plus, my main account, as I said in my last video, my main account is on an old version. So that's obviously not me. 1 versus 1 battles in the new version is coming soon. I just need to figure out like a new strategy, like some way how I can aim more accurately. Until then, if you see someone in the latest version, it's not me. And plus, I updated my name. It's no longer Team Lava, it's Team Earth. So yeah, let's get started with this video. Unfortunately, it's been at least 7 months and still no update for iOS. I know your game was getting worse by each update, but the creators just made it even worse by not updating their game at all. So at this point, I think we're not getting an update till for another 1 to 3 years, or there's just never gonna be an update. But there's still hope. Not hope for the creator to bring back the old Block City Wars, but hope for us if we want to see the old Block City Wars again. I just got one word to say to you. Downgrade. The best method of downgrading iOS players is download Cydia. If you want to find that video, the safest way to download Cydia, check out this guy's channel, Dino Zambas 2. Type in his name, you should find his channel, and he should have a jailbreak tutorial for almost any iOS device. From that point on, find another video of how to download app admin, and bam, you'll be able to downgrade to almost any version of iOS. But don't pick a random version, choose version 4.2. Why I recommend this version? Because if you choose the other version, you will get bored within 30 minutes or 4 hours the most. It might take for you to get bored because there ain't any players online. Basically, the goal here is we're just trying to get all the old players who hate the new Block City Wars and want to go back to the old Block City Wars. We're bringing the old Block City Wars back, but we're bringing it back by downgrading to a whole bunch of versions. But it won't be successful if there's not enough people on this version. We need about at least 30 active players, and we only got 4. Me, my brother, iOS Gamer, and some random player you might see who never updated the game, and they're just stuck here playing this version. Surprise. Being isolated that long, and just the funny part is that this player has weak armor and everything, and I'm able to see this player online. So this player must be level 15 or something. How you can achieve that level if 2 years of constant playing on the old version can result in achieving max level with weak weapons and guns. How did I forget that? Anyway, back to showing how you bring the old block city wars alive. So basically, for iOS, we need all you old players who's about to quit or who already quit to re-download Block City Wars, but to install the old version of it, version 4.2. That's all that you need to do if you want to bring the old block series back alive. But wait, it gets even better. If we can get enough active players in version 4.2, we can expand to other old versions. Like, of course, not everyone likes version 4.2 because every version has its downsides. We can get some players on version 3.6.6 or lower, because I know there's people who like the old block city where it's like maybe 3.0, 1.0. I don't recommend 1.0. 1.0, the online servers are shut down for iOS. So RIP online server for the first version of Block City Wars on iOS. But the other online servers for other versions should work. Secondly, we can go up versions. I know there's people who like version 5.0, version 5.1.2, or like, those versions that have the new city but still has the old hard textures and still has pretty decent gameplay. People might want to go back to those versions too, but if we're going to expand, we need to start on one version, which is version 4.2 on iOS, and then we expand to all the other versions. That's the only way we can bring the old Block City Wars back. And if you ever get bored, that's where you can go to another version, or you can go back to the latest version if you have some friends over there. It's a constant going back and forth. It's easy, but it won't be possible if you don't jailbreak and downgrade. So you need to jailbreak your device and download app admin. Don't download anything else. You don't need to download anything else. Just download app admin and go to this version. If you're going to download something else, like if you're probably looking for a hack or something, make sure you know what you're doing, because if you mess up, you might have to restore your device. So just follow this simple tutorial. Jailbreak, download admin, downgrade, and you're good. One app I recommend staying away from when you downgrade is iFile. It's nothing virus about that or anything. It's just that's tampering with the codes of the game. And if you mess up any of the codes or anything, you can literally not be able to open an app ever again. That happened to me once. It felt like I was being banned for the game forever. Luckily, I have a computer and I'm able to restore my device. So that's one app I recommend to stay away from unless you know what you're doing. So, like I said, jailbreak, app admin, then you downgrade. Now for Android, this is a bit more complicated because, let me see, it relieves on these two apps that I used to download on Android to downgrade to certain versions. They now don't show the old version no more. It just show it to the in-between stages of the new and old Block City Wars combined at the same time, but a whack version of it. But for Android, I would recommend version 6.2.1. Why? Because that version is the only version where you be safest from God mode hackers. Why? Because if you go to Free Fight in version 6.2.1, there's a snowball area where people can't bring any guns or anything inside, and they can throw snowballs. And if people does shoot destroyer and the area damage touches you, you still can't take any damage. So basically, you have God mode yourself, and you can get reputation by throwing snowballs at your friends. I know it's pretty slow, but it's still a better way, and you can still farm easy cash and coins because version 6.2.1 is the last version where players or the NPCs drop cash. It's been decreased crazy in the new version. Like, it's been decreased so much that I feel like it's rare for them to drop out cash when you kill them. But in version 6.2.1, they drop it out pretty commonly, but not as common as version 4.2. 4.2, you can just run over zombies with a nuke car, and you can get up to like thousands and thousands of cash every day. So Android, hope I don't get copyright for that music that's playing in the background. Anyway, Android, I recommend 6.5.6. or 6.2.1, one of those versions, because I heard there's players in Android that has downgraded to those versions. And then for iOS, please downgrade to version 4.2 if you jailbreak your device. Yeah, jailbreak and then download app admin. Go back to that version so we can meet and hang out in the old version. There's already a few people that's done it. It's me, iOS Gamer, and my brother. See, look, 2 Box Hero YouTubers already downgraded to this version. It could have been 3. Strawman has a jailbreak device too, but his Apple iPad is half cracked, so he don't really use it. He should jailbreak his other device and go back to this version too. We can use more players. There's a lot of things you can do in this version. Not just this version, many versions, but this version is one of the best versions where you can perform almost all the glitches. At least version 4.2 to 4.2.8, there's a lot of glitches you can do in these versions. But this is how we can bring the old Block City Wars back alive, guys. We need you to downgrade. That's the only way to bring the old Block City Wars back alive. Don't hesitate. Downgrade now. Don't be afraid that you're going to lose your data in progress. On iOS, you don't have to worry about that. Your data is automatically saved. Even if you delete the app, install the old version, and reinstall it, well, you can delete that anyway. Even if you delete the app using the computer and then restore the new version when you're downgraded with your computer, your data will still be saved. For Android, I don't know about for Android. I heard your data gets deleted when you downgrade an Android. I think it's best to back up your data and then restore it. But then I heard in old versions of Android, Block City was an Android, you can restore your stuff. So I'm not sure how it will work for Android. It's up to you, Android players. But for iOS, you won't lose any of your data. So if any of you are iOS players who wants to be back on the old version, downgrade to this version, because this version is one of the best versions. Almost all the guns are one-shot kills, and there's a lot you can do, and you can do many more if we can get more players on here. We have locked servers. It's nighttime. It's snowing. You can easily farm cash and coins. Cash is drop out very commonly. You can have infinite jetpack if you have a lot of coins. Got invisibility. You got snowballs. Many different kinds of gadgets. Not to mention, you can get the egg launcher. You can downgrade to 3.5.1 on iOS to get the egg launcher. So that's an opportunity for your iOS players. I recommend though not using the egg launcher for this version if you go to that version first and getting it, because the egg launcher is broken on most versions except for 3.5.1, 3.6.6, and on the latest version of iOS. For some reason they broke the egg launcher on the middle, season 4, season 5, and season 6, except for season 6 episode 5, which is version 6.5.5 on Block City Wars. The egg launcher isn't broken, but most of the seasons of Block City Wars, the egg launcher is pretty broken. It will crash your game if you equip it for too long. For Android, I don't know. Once again, it's complicated because you can lose your data and stuff. The only thing I can think is maybe if you root your device, but I just don't have that much information on Android because 2018, I did say 2018 I was going to work on Android, but unfortunately that's going to have to wait until 2019. Yeah, 2019 I'm going to work on Android, but for now, 2018, I'm on iOS, so I'm going to give you all the info I know about for iOS. But yeah, you need to downgrade to this version because we can use more players, and that will help bring the old Block City Wars back alive. Android has done it once. They downgrade to version 4.4.1 when version 6.0.3 came out, when they removed Old City. iOS can do it too. You just need jailbreak admin, and you would easily be able to downgrade back to this version. This is the only way to bring back the old Block City Wars, because I don't think they're ever going to do an update on their game. Ever. So yeah, that's all pretty much I have to say. They're just never gonna do an update ever again. or maybe for a very long time. So yeah, that's about it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the gameplay and what I had to and the idea of bringing the old block city wars, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Next video, I will probably just do an adventure video on version 4.2 again, but it would be with better editing. My voice will be in it, and I'll have some good BCW music. So yeah, you know the drill, guys. And I'll see y'all next time on the old block city wars.